Now, we really, really like the Morbius and the Book of Boba Fett trailers. And now for a trailer that I don't know how I feel about it. And that is
Starman.
and that is the trailer for Disney Pixar's Lightyear. Now, my love of Toy Story is well documented on the podcast. So I am not opposed to this movie. However, I am very confused as to what this movie is, and this trailer does not help.
Nope,
So,
not at all.
was it last year at that like D23 big thing
Mhm.
where they announced everything that they're just like, we're doing a Lightyear movie with Chris Evans, and I'm still very confused as to what this movie is. I don't mind it as Chris Evans as opposed to Tim Allen. I know some people are like, well, why isn't Tim Allen coming back? This isn't the first time we've recasted Tim Allen's voice for Buzz Lightyear. Patrick Warburton, heck yes, Buzz Lightyear Star Command, the animated series. But also, this is not the same Buzz that we know. And this is where the confusion lies. The people making this movie are like, this is the movie that inspired the toys. This is the movie that Andy saw that made him get the Buzz Lightyear stuff. I'm going, so is this a movie? Or is this real life events that will later get turned into a movie that Andy watches? And does this movie know it's a movie? Is this like a hard sci-fi fake movie? Is this, or am I overthinking this like Toy Story? And then watching the trailer, it looks cool visually, but it concerns me that we get zero of the story. We
Yeah,
get barely any voice acting, and I think
yeah.
that was absolutely done intentionally because while some people know that Tim Allen's not returning, I think there would be a lot more dislikes and much more discord going on if we could hear Chris Evans speak more in the trailer and people realize it's not Tim Allen. I think there's still some people that are under the assumption that he'll come back. It was an odd choice to have such little dialogue. Granted, some of the visuals look cool, and I know it's not a Toy Story movie, but it looks so visually different from Toy
Hmm.
Story. I'm There's certain things that I liked about it, but I didn't love this trailer. It has nothing to do with the Tim Allen recasting. It's just that this trailer doesn't give us anything to munch on. Like, it's just
Hmm.
kind of there. And I've heard a really good theory, and I'm like, yeah, I kind of buy this. So this trailer only dropped now so that they can start releasing toys in time for Christmas.
Oh, that makes me sad. Yeah. So first of all, the song in the trailer has been stuck in my head since I watched it.
Clearly.
Clearly, uh, it's a cool rendition of it. Unlike some other, changes, like Uncharted tried to do Revelin, and it was just not. It didn't work for me. But the song here is not distracting. It kind of makes sense. They time everything pretty well. Like you said, the visuals are incredible. I still don't understand why everyone else in this movie has normal chins, and Buzz Lightyear has the chin size of Texas. It doesn't make sense. It's also really weird to see Buzz with hair.
See, that
Um,
doesn't bother me. People are just like, wait, Buzz had hair? Wait,
well,
y'all
yeah.
thought Buzz had a purple head? Like, what? Are you
I
kidding
mean,
me? That was clearly a cap.
I know, I understood that, but that doesn't make it any less weird to see him with hair. It'd be like if you saw me with
With
the hair
hair?
I had in high school, which was like all Justin Bieber-ish. So like
Josh had
that,
hair at one point.
I did. I had such glorious locks. Um, but
Now it
like that's
just fell below his chin.
I think, like you said, this gives us nothing to munch on story wise. But my least favorite part of this trailer is the end, where they're like to infinity and they do the little hand thing and then they just cut it. And I was like, why? It's such an awkward tone to cut. I understand you're trying to be like and beyond, right? You guys get it. You guys get it. But like, it doesn't make it any less awkward. It's like a weird cut to end, just because also the tone of the voice suggests more is coming. But like, you end the trailer right there. It's just weird. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Also, weird little nitpick that has nothing to do with the trailer and has nothing that the trailer could have known. there's a horror game that just came out called Poppy's Playland, and it's actually really scary. But there's a toy that you get in that looks like an orange cat, and there's an orange cat in this that the design looks a lot like that cat, and I was just like, in my head, I went, that cat's gonna kill everything. It's gonna happen, but that's not what's gonna happen. So that just threw me. But yeah, it's a weird trailer. It really
So
is. I don't know.
there's some parts that I'm just like, oh wait. Are you actually referencing the thing that I didn't think you were gonna reference? Like, I highly doubt they're gonna go back and implement anything from Buzz Lightyear of Star Command, the animated series. Even though they should look at that as the template for this.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a shot in this trailer where where someone walking down an alleyway with a whole bunch of what look like Zerg bots, with someone in a red suit. Them going, why does that look like Buzz's old partner that has the hook hand that's got the blue skin, and I'm forgetting what his name is? That looks exactly like his suit. Are we? Like, I will completely throw all of my cynicism and skepticism about this movie out the window if in the next trailer you show us Booster and XR in the same spaceship with him, and then all of a sudden Mira just floats up through the floor with her what's it, phasing abilities. I'll go like, shut up and take my money. You have all of my money.
That is also something that isn't very clear in this trailer, is if they almost treat it like he's the first one to go on this space adventure in some ways. And then I know there's that tentacle, but there's a disturbing lack of aliens. And maybe this is just because you and I love Buzz Lightyear Star Command, and we're expecting this to be like that, or we feel like this is supposed to take that place of that show that, for whatever reason, they ignore that it exists.
Because John Lasseter hated the show.
Well, that's okay, fine.
That's why it's not on Disney Plus. But he's not at Disney anymore, so
I don't get it. I mean, it's all on YouTube. You can go watch it. It's fine.
Well, certain episodes are gone due to copyright, which is stupid.
Which is so odd that like it's only like every other like fourth episode or something like that is missing. That show is absolutely ridiculous and fun, and like there's like some sci-fi stuff they do that's like Buzz Lightyear falling in love with a woman who has got a head the size of a planet is just ridiculous, but it's so fun. But like I can't tell if my hesitancy towards this trailer is because of my love of that show, or if they're really, because they really aren't giving us any kind of like timeline or like, hey, this is what's happening. There's no story chunks other than just the visuals, which I don't mind because the visuals are beautiful, but it's just weird.
Is this reality sci-fi or is this fantasy sci-fi? Like, are we getting a ton of aliens, or is this more about the exploration? There is some teases to Zurg, which I'm all down for. I need the final fight to be an actual Buzz versus Zurg fight, and not, as much as it was funny in Toy Story 2, I'm going to play catch with my dad. Like, as great as that was, I want an actual Zurg versus Buzz fight, and I don't know if we'll get that or not, but I did see quite a few Zurg references in here, so maybe we'll at least have that. But yeah, this trailer, it's not bad, but at the same time, it didn't win me over, who's already kind of on the fence about this movie, because it feels like this movie doesn't know what it wants to be, other than we need to sell toys, and Toy Story isn't a continuing franchise anymore. Now, you can do this with Buzz, with recasting the voice of Chris Evans. You can't do this with Woody, and maybe that's why they're doing it with Buzz, because we know what the voice in Woody's Roundup sounds like. I'm surprised they haven't tried to do a Woody's Roundup movie yet, but you can't do that because Tim Allen voiced it then. Not Tim Allen, Tom Hanks voiced it then, too. I just don't know about this movie. I'm hoping it's not another Monsters University situation, but this trailer hasn't really wowed me. Then again, Pixar hasn't really wowed me a lot in the past decade or so.
Yeah, but like, and it's tough because again, we keep saying this, visually stunning. So it's like, it's going to be one of those movies, I feel, and I hope it's not this, that the story is crap, the characters are crap, but it's great to look at.
Like the good dinosaur.
Oh.